Lots of messages coming forth. I really I didn't expect to have this this long of a pre-channeled message that they wanted to share with you all. So thank you for your patience. And so this is very exciting. Introduce myself. My name is Aurora. And I have a YouTube channel, and I am a Seer and a Clear channel. And I'm also a quantum healer, Hypnosis Practitioner. And that's a little bit about myself. I'm going to start a pre-channel message from Isis and then also Osiris. And then after that, we're going to open it up for questions. And now there is questions already that have been asked in our Facebook group on the Rising Phoenix Angels. So I'll be looking between those, and I'll also be looking at the questions that are being asked here. We are going to try to stick with the more general questions. However, I will go along with my intuition and my Isis fractal as far as what questions we want to answer. So you're going to feel my energy from Aurora, and you're also going to feel Isis energy. Now, if I can explain to you a little furthermore of who I am. Spirit consists as a whole, as a wholeness, consists of both Aurora, who is the flame and the red and the empowerment for the divine feminine, and it also consists of Astria, who is the water, the cleansing. When I was Isis, I embodied both of these energies that made me into the whole of Isis. Okay? All right, very good. Yes, and if everyone can mute themselves, thank you. There's already a lot of messages there, okay? So bear with me while I ground, as I am very excited and there is lots of energy coming forth right now. All right. So take deep breaths, feet grounded to the ground. Greetings. I humbly thank you for joining us and listening to our messages today. I would like to clarify first that I do not view myself as a goddess. I only see the equality in all spirits and essences, as we are all fractals of Source. Therefore, it would be my honor that you treat me as an equal that I am to your spirit. Create and pray alongside me, not towards me, please. We come to you now in the awareness of the sacred frequency, which is in creation within this time frame. For there is much being held back and changed upon humankind from our original teachings. You may call this, if you like, my class, my first class as Isis. We start upon the fact that among Gaia, the true cycle of months of its inhabitants within one cycled year is of the number 13. There being 28 days in each month. When you split 365 days evenly, adding up to 13 months. We speak now from the point of view of your present time frame, that many spiritual leaders are being downloaded information being created from the Galactic Alliance. The dates of 1217 through 1221. When you bring forth these dates and divide the date of 1217, you divide 12 by 17, it equals the sum of 0.70. And then you take the date of 12/21 and you divide 12 by 21. It equals the sum of 0.57, bringing you to the conclusion by taking these two sums that equal from these two dates that we speak of. You take both of these sums of 0.70 and you minus the 0.57. It equals 0.1344, sacred number of 13 that Aurora speaks of often. You ask why subtract the sums of these two dates. What is the significance to the subtraction in this equation? That being that subtraction is the neutral point in this equation, the bridge of creation. For all creation comes forth from the neutrality and understanding that there is no dark or light. My teachings of the creation of this mind frame, these were my teachings. There is only the union of both. The number 13 is the representation of creation. 0, you may call it, for the number 12 that comes before reminds you to keep close an eye on your frequency and thought form. For the number 13 is coming in neutrality for creation, which further explains why it is that the government has created a negative thought form on the number 13. For they do not want you to realize, to know how vital the number 13 is upon your life. Therefore, we are in the current month of 13, where the creation cycle is coming into fruition, which brings me to why it is that society, the beings running Gaia, have created this distraction of a holiday on this month. For Jesus, Yeshua, Horus, my son, was birthed on the month of September, truly. This holiday brings forth frequency of stress, anxiety, depth in the system, the money system, overeating, unhealthy intakes. This is what society wants you to focus on for this month. Therefore, now you have created in the frequency of 13 of creation these things that maintain you distracted and within lower vibrations, that keep you bound from not creating into the highest good, the true starseeds you are. Then, when the number month 13 of neutrality for true creation ends, you shall be entering the month of the number 1, January, which represents rebirth and new creation. I ask now, will you break this cycle that is created every year, this cycle that keeps you from your own inner growth to your higher self connection? Or will you create for your highest good that bridge that connects you to who you truly are on Gaia, your higher self? For this is what they keep hidden from you. I do not ask that you do not celebrate this holiday, for that is not the point. I am simply bringing forth the importance of this month. For this month in Egypt was always used in great preparation in what it truly represents, the number 13 of creation. I thank you, I honor you, I love you, and I respect you. Thank you. So I know that was detailed information. As we mentioned, it is part of our teachings, what we started from, the basics, you could say, in a sense. So now I'm going to bring forth the pre-channeled message that Osiris had me give. So I'm going to bring his energy forth. Greetings. I am the being that is in union as one spirit that Aurora introduced you to in her Archangel Michael and Archangel Helios channeling. For together we are whole and we are Osiris, the guardian of the afterlife. Our golden heart is what oversees the entrance into the fifth dimension, the new earth. We bring forth another message of importance for the year of 2018, which equals to the number 11, representing rebirth as the phoenix rises from her very own shedding, that are her own lessons transmuted into ashes. As Aurora started speaking on the recent full moon channeling of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, for this is what Isis and Osiris represent. We are the embodiment of these sacred energies. This is what we remind you of when we come forth into incarnations as way showers. Remember what Gaia was created for. It was not created for money, greed, or harming our brothers and sisters. It was in creation to honor our feminine and masculine, bringing them into balance and aiding our Mother Earth in balance. It was meant to be the heaven below as it is above, a planet that held the divine feminine spirit within her. A reminder of these feminine beauties, where races from all over the galaxies and universe were able to come together in love and equality. Make sure that you're muted, because there's a lot of noise going on. Please mute yourself as you're coming in. I ask now, do you take time to listen to her frequency and cries that she sends out to whom lives among her? Please ask. I ask you to remember these times when we sat in silence to the ground and spoke to her with our whispers carried through the wind, with our skin as we touched and grounded to her love and our frequency. I ask for you to take time daily and look at all that exists within nature, at the in-between, in 0 point, as Isis spoke, where all is created. Look thoroughly with love and belief at where the wind meets the wing of a bird, where the water touches the sand, where the sun meets the land at its sunrise or sundown. For these places in the in-between is where you can create all. Honor all divine feminine and divine masculine. I call forth all my brothers as we carry the divine masculine energies to support the divine feminine, to protect, embrace, and honor them in equality and union. I honor you, I love you, and I respect you. Thank you. Now, I hope all the... Thank you, Osiris. Thank you, Isis. I hope the sound was okay. I was told that it was it was a little noisy, so hopefully all is well there. Now I thank you both for these beautiful messages that came forth. that will prepare us for this energy currently now in December, the true month of the 13, and prepare us for the upcoming year of 2018. So now I'm going to bring forth the questions that were asked in our group. Now, let's see. I'm going to go back and forth between those questions and any questions you all have here. Thank you for all the beautiful messages. Of love. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Now, I have someone in our Facebook group asking a question, Victoria. She would love to hear about ancient mystery school teachings, methods used for healing. And I also, before I give that answer, I wanted to thank Zen is here. So if you want to say hi. Zen is here aiding me, just ensure that I am good with these channeled, with these messages coming forth, okay? So, in answer to this question about ancient mystery school teachings, I will speak about my sisterhood that we had on Gaia in Egypt, and also the union that we had with the galactic races. As you know, I had priestesses, apprentices. The main branch consisted of so the 12 priestesses and and each 12 priestess were of a different race that came forth on Gaia to aid with teachings and guidance for the beings on Earth in those times. One was Pleiadian, one was Blue Avian, one was Alpha Centaurian, one was Andromedan, one was Lyran, goes on and on. And with this union of these 12 priestesses, they all brought forth different teachings that were connected to the Galactic Alliance of the 13 key star that Aurora has spoken in the past. Each brought forth this key and this information. We were within balance of love and neutrality, and we treated all as equals. However, we were very careful of this information that was brought forth, for in the wrong hands, it would not be in the highest good of Earth. These teachings are very much coming forth right now onto Gaia. And they're coming forth through you all as equals. They're coming in sacred geometry, through alchemy signs, through vibrations, through frequencies, through anchoring of energies. You are bringing forth these teachings and sharing them. And this is why we speak of sharing inequality with your brothers and sisters. For this information is not brought forth into your thought form for you to keep to yourself. It is brought forth so that it can aid the frequencies on Gaia to bring forth the coming of the new earth. So we asked for you to share. For this is how we awaken others, and we awaken our own soul's blueprints that Osiris, as the underworld gatekeeper, holds. We awaken these within ourselves to awaken others. So yes, you are hearing of these ancient mystery school teachings. It is in many different modalities, through channeling, through quantum healing, through alchemy, through As you're coming in, please ensure that you're muting. Through these different modalities is how these are coming forth. So know that this is obtainable for you and for all. And all it takes is belief first and foremost. And let go of those chains that tie you and not believing that you have these teachings, for these teachings exist within your heart, within Source, because you are Source. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Make sure that you are muted. Let's see. So let's, another question we have here. Christy asks, will we be able to open new mystery schools in the near future for those on the path or of any style, any still up and running? Are any of the scenes still alive? Isis is going to go ahead and answer this again. The teachings of the scenes exist within the soul's blueprints of Gaia, and all that is needed from you is for you to believe that you can tap into this energy of the Essenes. Also, this energy is specifically inside of the inner earth. Adama and many leaders within the inner earth hold the sacred knowledge and wisdom, and they are just awaiting, within grasp of your mind's eye, of a connection. They are waiting with love for you to believe that you can connect to them. So yes, they are still alive. And yes, we are incarnated. For many of the Essenes are incarnated within many souls. We have created essences and fractals and have flourished them as a flower would, with the wind, expand its seeds And if you could envision these seeds flowing through the wind, through the air, and spreading out all through Gaia. This is how the knowledge and the wisdom of the Essenes is being spread. The only thing that is stopping you is the belief that you cannot obtain this when you can. Brings us back to this month and its creation and the year coming up. Would you believe that you can obtain this? Do you believe that you can connect to the inner earth and our ancestors that live inside of Mother Earth's heart? Many mystery schools, yes, still exist, hidden from harm's way. Thank you. Now, let me see if there's any questions here on the live chat. I remind you all, please ensure that you are muted. Let's see. Love you all. Thank you for the beautiful messages. Okay, so I have a question from Robin. Is it essential to understand our role and abilities in ancient Egypt in order to utilize these today? Yes, it is essential. However, sister, do not bind yourself in the force of it becoming an essential and it becoming your full existence. For what needs to come forth from your wisdom and your knowledge, especially your knowledge that my brother Toth holds, is within grasp for all. For we have been birthed, us starseeds have been birthed in cycles, in Atlantis, in Lemuria, in Egypt, and now. So therefore, yes, we hold this wisdom within our soul's blueprints. And what needs to come forth to you will come forth when it is time. For we can only feed you little bit at a time. Otherwise, you can become overwhelmed and not retain the information that needs to be given to you at that time for your highest growth. So whether it be today, you understand the concept of a pyramid and how it is, for example, a direct point of union that is being sent waves from different beings and different planets and different star systems. It is a focus point. So now, for example, today you have come to an understanding that this pyramid, it is important because it is connecting to this higher energy of love and neutrality and light that is connecting to Gaia and bringing forth this energy, which is helping Gaia maintain in balance. So whatever it is, whatever new wisdom, new connection you have received in that day, know that it is of importance for you in that moment, in that day, and accept it with love. And we ask, for you have been created many distractions in your life, as we spoke of the holiday Christmas. These distractions keep you. Yes, you have to work. Yes, you have to take your children to school. Yes, you have to do these things. But in the times in between that you are doing these things, go within your mind's eye, go within your third eye, go within the true seeing eye. In between these times, whether it be a second, whether it be a minute, and silence your mind. So now you have been shown how it is that the pyramid anchors this energy that is essential for Gaia. Now let's go further throughout the day and ask questions to our inner knowing. And ask, show me, for example, the system and how, when it comes forth, how is it that it is spread amongst Gaia? And envision it with your mind's eye, knowing that you can see it. And you will be shown that this energy is spread like roots. And it's spread to every energy on Gaia. It's spread through every particle of the land, through every root of a tree. It is as veins, you can say, as a human body has veins. And this energy is spread as veins throughout Gaia, because that is what Gaia is. She is a living, divine feminine being. And all this that consists of her, the earth, the fire, the water, the wind, is of her veins. That keeps her alive and in balance. Excuse me. So focus on not the distractions that are given to you by your phone and by your electronics and by your games and your TV and your shows. Instead, bring forth that synchronicity, that idea that comes forth from your soul, from your higher self, your connection to source, and analyze that further instead. You can envision a ball of energy, and you're looking inside of it, and you see a galaxy, an existence within it, and you are looking at every intricate part of it and what it consists to create that. Look at Gaia in that sense, and every idea, every thought form that comes forth onto you from your higher self. Look at it in that manner. look at it in different points of views. If I look at it in this point of view, if I look at it in that point of view, whether if I look at it in a positive point of view, a negative point of view, a neutrality point of view, how does this connect? Great question, thank you. To remind you all, please mute yourself. Thank you. So let's see, I'm gonna go back to the Facebook message and I'm going to try to last this another 20 minutes. We're gonna let it run a little late since I came on a little late. Perhaps we can make live channelings of Isis where we can ask further questions and aid the divine feminine and masculine, aid each other. So maybe it will make this a series or a book. We'll see what happens. All right, here we go. So let's see what other question we have here. Gemma asks in our Facebook group, and excuse my emotion as I feel deeply. Because when I speak to you all and I connect to the Isis energy, it is as if I am the embodiment of Gaia, as we all are as divine feminine. So therefore, I do get very emotional. So Gemma asks, what would you like those awakened to do for humanity right now? And how can we aid you further in awakening more of humanity? Beautiful question, sister. We ask that the starseeds, the light workers that are on Gaia, remember that you are bridges. You are bridges creating for those who are not awakened, who are still in the three-dimensional existence. We ask that you, instead of judgment, you look at them with an open heart. Look at them with your heart center open, knowing that they are your brothers and sisters and you were there once. And may you be that love, that anchor that channels that love towards them and send them that wave of love and awakening. Connect to their eyes as you see them as equals. Meet eye to eye. Connect to their soul. For when you look deep into someone's eyes, you will see that everyone's eyes has a tunnel. And this tunnel, if you follow it, you believe that you can follow it because you can. And you look deeply into those eyes and you follow that tunnel, it will connect you to their soul. And you will find their soul, their higher self, within your mind's eye, and they will greet you. And in that instant, by you connecting to their soul, you have further aided them in these energies that they need of love and awakening. So this is a way that you can connect to others. And remember that you here, who as many of us are in existence already, and again, what this month represents and this time frame of December 17 and December 21st is a bridge. Though, no worries, as this energy will continue on. going on forth for the new year. You are that bridge from the third. And as we spoke of, the fourth dimension is the bridge that connects you of zero. For it does not truly exist because it is zero, but it is where you create all though. So this dimension between the fourth, from the third, and the bridge being the fourth to the fifth. You are these bridges. So if you can envision yourself, this road, this bridge that is lit golden, and there is these spirits and essences within this road, and they shine, and they're all different colors, and they're all unique. Envision yourself within this bridge, because you are the bridge. You are our hope. You are what will bring forth the unawakened from the third dimension to the fifth. You are the connection. All is important and all is equal. Know this and believe it. And every single one of those essences in that bridge is important because it is you, all, the bravest of the spiritual healers. You are here, becoming that bridge between the third to the fourth to the fifth. That is you. And I honor you and I respect you, my brothers and sisters, for doing this for Gaia. Thank you. Beautiful questions, guys. Thank you, my love. So someone asked here on the Zoom, Meg, does the Galactic Alignment today serve as a springboard to increase our abilities? I'm going to allow Osiris to answer this one. Yes, the Galactic Alignment, the Galactic Alliance, the Galactics, whichever you prefer, exists to serve humanity. For we are the elders, the 12 elders that were created from Source, from the beginning of time. Therefore, we connect to your soul family, your soul, where you came from, whether you came from whatever star system you came from. The way it works is we elders we are, you could say, in charge, though we do not like that word. And then there is branches. If you could envision, we are the trunk of a tree, and then we have the soul families. So we oversee, we have different groups. These human words are very limited. So we have groups that come from our creations. And then these groups have other groups, and so on and so on. And it's a cycle of support and protection for all of you on Gaia. For the biggest misconception is that you are not guided and you are not protected and you are not connected to source. For this is the biggest misconception, because you are. So yes, we aid for when you are from, say, the star system, say the star planet Arcturian. These elders, the elder that oversees the Arcturian will, you speak to them before you're born, and you come up with what predominant guides you will have and what soul family will be guiding you, your most predominant one, because we are multidimensional beings with many different fractals within us. So you choose, in this life, I am going to come forth, and I am going to come forth with this fractal from Elohim. I'm going to come forth from this fractal from my Arcturian, because this is what's needed on Gaia. And then you are given your guardians, your predominant guides, and they speak to you all day long. All day long. They are that voice that you hear within you, as well as your higher self. And it doesn't have to hear like a different voice. It can be telepathically sent to you. So this is how we provide aid in your increase in your abilities. Because when you connect to us, we help awaken these gifts and abilities that you have as you are. So believe in us. Believe that you are guided and protected. For this is what you can say you contracted prior to coming forth on Gaia. Thank you. Let's see if we have another question here. There was another question here, Zen, right? That someone was asking.
How is Isis aiding Gaia and humanity currently?
So there's a question here being asked, how is Isis aiding Gaia and humanity currently? So we're going to allow Isis to answer this. My energy, though I do not like the word my again, because it creates separation. But there's a reason why they've also created such a limitation to these English words, to keep you in a box. So yes, question being, how is it that my energy as Isis is aiding Gaia and humanity? I have created many different fractals and many different essences as the Divine Feminine Mother of the Elohim, for this is who I represent on the Galactic Council, the Mother of Gaia, of the Elohim, which is why I am depicted as a golden angel etheric body, because this is who I am. I have created my higher self many different essences and fractals within many that house the Divine Feminine And the reason why I have done this is because this energy is needed. To remind us of our truth. Remind us, as Osiris spoke earlier, that we are connected to all. We are all. We are one. We need this thought form on Gaia to create a union amongst light workers in aid again for the new earth. So this is how my energy is aiding, as well as Osiris. Many fractals of Osiris exist on Gaia because we need this energy. You will find fractals of Archangel Michael in the protection, what is that called? The police? The enforcements. You will find many in healers, as well as you will find many of Helio, all over spread throughout Gaia, because we need these energies, again, of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, because, again, Archangel Michael and Archangel Helio are of one being, and they are Osiris, the guardian of the underworld. But it's not truly the underworld. I'm sorry, the afterlife. It's not truly the afterlife. It's actually just the entrance to the new earth. So this is how we aid daily. Thank you. Let's see if we have another question here that I can answer. I'm going to probably ask one more. Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Minimize this. This. Okay. Make sure you are muted, please, as you're here. And I thank you. I love the number 17. We have 17 participants. Okay, so let's see what else, what other question we want to ask. Someone asking here, can you speak about the Isis temple at Philae, Aswan? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Egypt, please. It has the most loving energy. I was a priestess there. Isis will answer. Many memories come forth to me in the Isis temple. For this was created from my beloved Osiris, for I was incarnated on Gaia not only as Isis. I was incarnated as many other pharaohs, as Nefertiti, Cleopatra, and my beloved was incarnated as well. Within this Isis temple, and let's say pyramids as well, has the union of the wisdom and the divine feminine energy and the knowledge that we very much adequately and thoroughly researched, not quite the word, studied in depth. It holds within it the energy that we created then, a love and unity on Gaia. It holds the alchemy symbols, the sacred symbols, our writing, our energy. For every drawing, every symbol, was there for a purpose. And the majority of it, unfortunately, has been destroyed or dismantled by whom are in charge of the system. Still many remain though, but these were left behind to be as activators and reminders to humanity that all of this is within your grasp and you can hold as well, that you hold this within you. So many of you have memories of these times as priestesses, as having lives there, whatever role it is that you played. Remember that you are able to travel in meditation to these time and existence, though time does not exist. You are able to travel and ask yourself, similar to how we spoke earlier of, you see a pyramid and you discuss it, you analyze it in detail. Then you want to go to that life that you lived in Egypt. And you take yourself there within your mind's eye. And you need no system to go through this, to do that, to stand on one leg, to touch your nose. You don't need to do this. All you need is belief, an allowance and existence within wonder. The frequency of grace and wonder. I wonder if I envision myself right now in this time frame of Egypt, and I am standing forth on the sand, and my feet are bare and grounded on the sand, and I feel the tunnels beneath them, and I feel the veins of Gaia beneath me, connected to me. And I feel the wind caressing me as I stand forth on this ground. And I feel my third eye, my true seeing eye, fully open. And I see this and I envision my eye wide open. And now I can see. And I feel the warmth of the fire and the earth beneath me. Envision yourself. Take yourself within wonder and all your senses there. And Ask yourself, I wonder if I go forward, what shall I see? I wonder if I go in this section of Egypt, what shall I see? And allow your imagination, what that is accurate within wonder, allow for it to paint as a paint of art, as a work of art. Allow for it to paint this image here, this symbol here, this being here, whether it's Anubis, whether it's Osiris, whether it's I as Isis, whether it is whoever it may be. Envision whatever it is that your heart desires within the thought form of wonder, and go with it. And keep creating and create this after that, after that. Envision it as a story that has many chapters. And you have introduced yourself to Egypt, standing there. And now, tonight, I shall go into detail this chapter. And then tomorrow night, I shall go into this chapter. And so on and so on. You just keep building and building upon that. Stop allowing society to tell you that you cannot exist within this frequency, because you can. Empower yourself. This is my embodiment. I am here to empower. I'm here to empower you. Hear my words and my energy and my frequency. I leave you with these words. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. You are all my priestesses. All equals. We are all equals. I love you all. I thank you, and I honor you, and I respect you. Thank you for joining me today in these beautiful messages. Thank you. I send you a great big wave of love. Feel it in your heart. Thank you. Have a beautiful, glorious, magical day. I love you all.